So Nick Mugira of Inspecta Africa as the MD. You have inspection equipment, you train, you certify, all the stuff around the equipment and operators within the oil and gas industry. There also lies opportunities for SMEs. The handheld tractors he was talking about, the rigs and welders that people talk about. So if you can come here and in 3 minutes, share with us your experience of how we roll ourselves in that area. That way, you will have put us one step away from closing our 2-day conversation so that we can begin to plan on how to exit this jam-infected city earlier than sunset. Thank you.
Thank you, Simon. Good evening. I hope your walking wasn't part of the 3 minutes. And the panel was navigating the challenges associated with supplying the oil and gas industry. We have navigated the challenges. Inspector this year will make 10 years. We started as a local company. We bidded during exploration. During exploration, we supplied wellheads to TAP. We made so many bids. Like Tony told you in the story earlier, we really struggled. By the time I joined the incubator, we had been reduced to just me. Actually, Tony is a very polite man because he said I was a briefcase business. I was even smaller than a briefcase. I just had my phone. So here I joined the incubator. First cohort. I think I was the first student in the cohort. When I was given the opportunity, it was a big opportunity to join the cohort. To start with, those were 3 months of free office space. 3 months of breakfast, lunch, afternoon tea, and it was a great place. We had bidded several times and failed, but after 3 months at the incubator, Inspector life changed and became a different story. Today we are in Zambia, we are in Tanzania, we are working with Sogea Sato in Manza, building the water plant. We were recently in Mozambique, and I come back to Uganda. We are in Bulisa, all the equipment in oil and gas in Bulisa. If you have a forklift, if you have a crane, if you have a rig, you've got to certify it. We do the inspection and certification for CNOOC, Motor Angel, Sogea Sato, anyone who matters in oil and gas, we do the inspections. And that's the story of Inspecta Africa. Inspecta Africa is certified. We are members of the Lifting Equipment Engineers Association. So we inspect all lifting equipment locally to international standards. If we certify your equipment, you can use it in Dar es Salaam, you can use it in Dubai without question. We are also ISO certified. We have got all the 3 standards. We are also ISO accredited. So we actually can certify somebody to get ISO. What are the challenges? When we joined the oil and gas sector, I thought meeting standards was a strategy or a syndicate by the multinationals to keep local companies out of business, because we didn't have any standards. Every time you went in there, they said, oh yeah, for you to do this job, you must be ISO certified. And I thought, but 10 years ago, how many Ugandan companies were certified? But over time, I've discovered that certification is not just for the client, it's also for your own good. But I also have to tell you that even though the oil companies insist on the certifications, they are also keen to work with local companies. I know that there are times we sit in our office and these multinationals call us, come, we need you to do this certification. But they will not find you at home. You need to get out of the way and aggressively find the job, find the work, and the information. I will not talk about most of the things because the earlier presenters said most of that, but I'll talk about a little about financing as well. When we started, as I told you, when I joined the incubator, we were at zero. So we got one strategy of how we are going to find our financing. And the only way we are going to find financing is by winning tenders. The incubator helped us. We did our business proposal as one of the projects at the incubator. And that very business proposal, financed by the incubator in the process, won us the first contract. And we were able to start from the incubator. Every time, we didn't have an office, by the way. Every time they asked me to come to my office, I said, yeah, you know, we're in Kololo. You'll find us at the incubator. And then we would sit in the boardroom. Linda or somebody would bring us tea, and there were guests, you know, clients have tea. And, you know, it gave us that power and pomp, you know. From a man who was working here, wondering how am I going to get the next meal, now I'm talking big at the incubator. Even the clients associate you with a big thing. You know, if you tell somebody I can inspect your equipment, you know, and then my office is at the Stanbic Incubator, says, how can this, being associated with Stanbic Bank, you must be a big man, you must be accredited, you must be at the 7th class. And we got business. Today I tell you that we have over 50 employees, and I sometimes don't even have employees in office because they are all over the place. You'll have people in Zambia, you'll have people in Blissa, you'll have people in Tororo, others in Kasese, doing a lot of work from the incubator. So it is possible. I started with no money. Tony says I started with 200,000 shillings, but even the 200,000 shillings was not there. But today, 200,000 shillings is not a problem. We spend it in a minute. So, 5 minutes are over? The trouble is trying to summarize 10 years in 5 minutes. But it's possible. It's very possible. If you want certification for your equipment, we will certify. If you want guidance, we give you guidance, free of charge. Because we got success from zero, free of charge, from the Stanbic Incubator. Thank you.